Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes. I have myself on a timer, so let's get into it. Alright, so it was about last fall, beginning of fall maybe, because we weren't wearing like heavy jackets or anything like that. Me and my friends went to Buffalo Wild Wings. They're two sisters, and there's one younger sister, one older sister, and then it's me. We get upstairs or whatever, we're seated, and we have our favorite waitress who we befriended because we were there so much. I mean, when I say we were there so much, we were there probably 4 days out the week. I know, but business was booming, the food was good, and we wanted to be a part of that. So we went in and we sat down, we got our favorite waitress, and we ordered our food, we ate, everything was done. We had a good time, like we always do. Then something weird started to happen. I was sitting here and they were sitting across from me, so they were sitting together so they could see everything that's going on behind me. When I'm just facing the door, so nothing's really going on. So she's seen this guy, and I guess he's looking at her, the younger sister, and she's like, "Oh, this guy's looking at me. I'm not with it." Like when she says that, that means like if he tries to talk to her, she's not gonna be talking to him. Like she doesn't want to give her number, and she's just like, no. So time goes on, we're just joking around. At this point, like we always we eat our food and we're still there like 30-40 minutes afterwards because we're just talking or whatever. So our waitress come back, she's like, "Yo, you guys need anything else?" We're like, "No, just give us the bill." So she leaves again. She goes and does other stuff. Like I said, we weren't in a rush. She's doing taking other tables, orders, stuff like that. Before she comes back to us, I don't think she had the bill in her hand yet. She stops at the table where the guy was looking at the same guy that was looking at my god sister. And mind you, he's like with like 3 or 4 other dudes, and they're all drinking. And this is a Sunday. They're all drinking, and he's talking to her and looking at our table. So my god sister, she's like, "No, I'm not with it." She's like, "I'm not giving him my number. Why is he looking over here?" And I really turned around, and when I did, I was just like, "Oh, okay, like, you know, whatever." Like I didn't think it was a big deal. I totally just ignored the whole situation. So our waitress comes back, our friend, she comes back, and she's like, "So he wants to pay for you guys' bill." And we're like, "What?" Now my thing is this, you don't even know how much our bill is. And so she's like, "Yeah, like he wants to pay." That's why he kept looking over here. I guess he was trying to get your attention or whatever, but he wants to pay for you guys' bill. So I'm like, "Okay, let's go, like pay for it, let's be out," you know? Because usually when somebody wants to, like, especially like the guys in New York, like there's never a guy that's like, "Okay, I see you 3 ladies, you guys look good, here's like $100 each, go have a good night." Like that's not gonna happen. Like, so we're just like, all right, this is weird, he probably wants something out of it, but whatever. My god says she's still not having it. She's like, "He doesn't have to come over here, we can pay for our own food, whatever." So I'm just like, I mean, if he wants to pay, let's just see what's gonna happen. Like I think this is funny, I think this is story time worthy. So I'm just like, no, let this happen. I need this story for the book. My god sister, she's still like this, like not having it. She doesn't want anything to do with him. I think it's hilarious. She's like, "Okay, no sir, we can still pay, we can pay for our food, we're good, you don't have to do it." Because at the end of the day, she doesn't want him to pay, and then, you know, he asks for something in return. So he says, no, like, never mind. And I'm just like, I was like, "Sir, you cannot come over here and just take back your offer. You have to stick to your word. Your word is bond." And I was just going off, trying to, you know, make them laugh or whatever. And he's like, "All right, like, where's the bill?" So my waitress, she runs and she goes over and she gets the bill and she prints it out, and the bill was like under 50. So he was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And he like gives her the card, she swipes it. Mind you, no, he just gave her the card. She came back, and that's when I saw that the bill was under $50. I'm like, okay, I didn't feel that bad for him. You know, it was only under 50, and he's like the baller type. Anyway, I guess he wants to impress us. I'm not sure, but anyway, he pays for it. He signs his name, and he's just like, "You guys have a good night. You know, be safe." You know, so and I'm like, you know, this guy's probably old enough to be our dad. Okay, maybe not literally, but like he was probably in his 40s. He's one of those guys that's like in their 40s, but they still hang out and like with their friends, and they still do like young guy stuff. Whatever floats your boat. So he stumbles back over to his table. Him and his guys, they get up and they all walk out, and they're all like looking at us like saying good night, have a good night. And we're just like, "Good night." And I'm just like, holy crap, like did he just pay and not ask for anything? Like he didn't ask for our number, he didn't ask for anything. I mean, he complimented us, but he didn't ask for anything, and he just dipped. And I thought that was kind of cool. So we left. We're just like, so we left or whatever. We're just like, oh my gosh, now we can go downtown, and you know, if you know whoever has money left over, now we don't have to worry about, you know, put it on food, we can put it on something else. We go downtown. My god sister, she wanted to go to First 21. You know, she was in a good mood. We didn't want to go home yet. It wasn't that cold outside. We go to Forever 21. She buys like a jacket. She buys like a couple things. And now, eyeballing it, we could tell her total is going to be over $100. We go to the cashier. She has a coat, a new coat that they just like had in the store. Like you could tell it's like for the upcoming season. And she bought up, like a blazer, some shoes. That's what she got, some shoes. So we're like, okay, this is going to be at least a good 120. Over 100. We get to the register. We're talking to the cashier, and she's like, okay, $55. We're like, what? So I'm not saying nothing. I'm with my god sister to, pay $55 on a 100+ purchase, and then it's gonna be even better night. She's like, but my god sister being the older one, being the good girl that she is, she was like, did you ring up the coat? And I'm just like, girl. So she's like, oh. She rings up the coat, $105.94 or something like that. We were like, ah, man, this would have been, we were riding a wave, okay? We were on a high, we were feeling good. We was just like, yo, if this comes out to $55, girl, why did you say anything? So whatever, she paid. She had the money for it anyway, so it didn't she kind of knew that, okay, this is going to be at least $100 or more. So it wasn't like she was really hoping that she would get it for free or anything like that, or didn't have to pay for the coat or anything. So we leave. We like, you could have left the store and paid literally half the amount. You could have had like $50, $60 back in your pocket. She was like, I know, I'm mad, but it's okay because I had the cash. Obviously we didn't, she didn't spend it at Buffalo Wild Wings, so she had extra money. So cool. So we're like, okay, usually when we're on 42nd Street, we always make our way down to Tim Hortons. We go down to Tim Hortons. And it's about closing time. But we're like, oh, the line's always long, so let's get in there. So we walk in, and, the staff there is predominantly black. So we walk in there, all the guys in there, they're chilling, they're hanging out because, like, they're about to close. So, I'm on a timer. Okay. So, we go inside, we order our stuff. The guys, they're kind of, like, flirting with us. We're, like, teasing them and, like, just joking around. We're all good vibes. I come now, bring up my stuff. I had, like, a large frap, something crazy. He's like, oh, I'll charge you for a small, $3. It's like $3. My god sister, the older one who bought the jacket, she had the same thing, charged her $3. Here come the younger sister, she had like the ice cream or the Love It size or whatever. He gave her a discount off of that. It gets better. The manager's there. I'm like, oh, why you give us all this stuff? Like, you give us these big discounts. This is like wrong. Like, where's your manager? And the manager was literally like right next to him. He was like, hey guys, how you doing? We're like, oh, okay, we see how y'all roll. So he's like, oh, I'm like, oh, let me get a muffin or something. He's like, oh, you want to have the rest of the muffins and the rest of the stuff that's here? I'm like, wait, what? He's like, no, we can give it to y'all. Like, he cleaned out probably all the shelves of muffins, okay? And I don't know about y'all, but I love me some muffins, especially like blueberry muffins, chocolate chip muffins. That's breakfast right there, okay? He cleans out all the shelves, puts it in the big Tim Hortons bag, and just wraps it up and give it to me. And I'm just like, what is this? Like, this must mean something. Like, we must have did something right. I think because I went to church that morning, I prayed something, but I think God was just like, you girls pay a lot of money all the time for things, so here you go. And my thing is going off, so I guess this will be my camera's going off, like, okay, you're going over the time limit. But anyway, let me finish up. So we were left out of there. I have a picture. I may insert and I may not, but there's a picture I have that I took of all the things that I got from Tim Hortons. It was just a good night, guys. It was just a good night. Like, we got so many, except for Forever 21. If she didn't say anything at Forever 21, she'd have paid half the amount that she was supposed to pay for her purchase. And we got a whole bunch of goodies from Tim Hortons. It was a good night. We were riding the wave of blessings from God, and it was just a wonderful time. So that's my story time. So it was just a funny story to me. I just felt like telling it. I don't know. Have you guys ever got anything for free? If you have, tell me in the comments below. I'd love to talk to you guys. But yeah, that was my story time. And I thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. God bless. Bye.